Hey there, and welcome to Cobalt Core, a new space-based roguelike deck builder we're now exploring. So, this is an interesting episode. Sometimes I say that and it's not actually that interesting. I think this is interesting. The first part is this is actually one of the first episodes I'm properly recording after fixing my computer. So, for those of you who have been keeping track, I didn't have recordings up last week. This is because my computer started making the smell of fire. And that's never good, but not specifically just normal fire, right? It didn't literally ignite, though it tried. It was the electric kind of smoke. You know that smoky smell you get when silicone is burning? It's really bad in a computer to get that. So it was an arduous process of dismantling the machine, because I do build my own computer, better or worse, right? There's pros and there's cons to that. The cons are that it takes so much more time to handle any of this stuff. The pros, of course, being that I know everything in it. I know where it is. I know how to do this stuff. I'm not afraid of opening up and manipulating my computer, things like that. So I opened it up, and it was a long and arduous process of dismantling one part at a time, testing with it on, seeing if the fire smell still happened, and iterating on that until I found the culprit. Ultimately, it was the power supply unit. So it's very important that I did notice this and have it cleared out, because if I hadn't, the power supply unit is one of the most common victims of this issue, but is also one of the most likely to actually light on fire. And it would have damaged so much more about the computer and almost certainly cost me a lot more time and money if I hadn't done anything about it when I saw it. So that means I was able to replace that part. Of course, it takes a little bit of time. I have to get the part. It was located in a local Best Buy, so I went and purchased it. Great news. Had to install it. Slow process of getting it back in, testing everything, making sure it was all good. I took the opportunity to clean the machine while I was there, and now we're back up and running. So my computer's okay for the time being. It was a very spicy moment, though, right? Because I don't know if I'd ever mentioned this, but I'm operating on older memory, and it's very difficult to find let me clear that up, older CPU and not CPU, motherboard memory, which means that if you think about it, your motherboard has slots that are specifically for a certain type of memory. It can take that memory, you have that memory installed, and so on and so forth. I have an older motherboard model. If I were to replace any part of the guts of this machine, motherboard, CPU, or RAM, or there's some other parts in there that might have done it too, I would have had to replace everything. And at that point, I'm looking at basically a brand new computer. So fortunately, I didn't have to do that. I do expect that will happen sometime, but fortunately, honestly, one of the nice things about recording Monster Train and other games that I play is that it kind of gives me an opportunity to do that. So I don't make much off of advertising, but I make enough over the course of a year that I could probably replace parts of a computer from it. So that's nice, at least. So it's not like an extraneous cost. But anyway, I'm giving you that background. I realize it's not really relevant to this episode at all, but I wanted you all to understand why I was gone for a week, and that we're back. I've been excited to play this game for a little bit, though. I have been diligently watching episodes of other people playing it, trying to avoid too many spoilers, but at the same time trying to get a sense for if this was something I wanted to cover, because it kind of came out of nowhere. And by nowhere, I mean no one contacted me. Normally I do get emails or something from game designers and developers saying, hey, this game's coming out. Do you want to try it, or do you want to at least look at it? But in this case, I had not heard of Cobalt Core. But this is a roguelike deck builder that has, it's following the standard model, is what I'm going to call it. You've got energy, things like that, but there's a lot of extra resources, and they have some interesting gameplay elements that I want to explain. I also think the characters are very cute. I don't know how much I can show you. Let's see, can I see people? Progress. Okay, you can tell I haven't done a whole heck of a lot. All right, well, not much. I'm not going to go through too much. I will just point out that there is a screen shake and rumble that you can turn off in this game. Please do that. It saves your soul. I have to turn off screen shake or else it actually gives me a migraine. Incredible. So I'm glad that that is an accessibility option for games like this. Otherwise, I would not be able to cover it. But that's essentially where we're at. So I'm going to play a run. There's not much I can really show you at this main screen here, but I will play a run. We'll go to continue. This is after your first run. You've got some options. I will explain this game in some reasonable level of detail for you. So it looks very much to me that they used to have a Covenant style difficulty system, okay? You can tell because each of the difficulties adds multiple different things that are just a little bit harder, and it looks like this would have been very obviously a scaling sort of process. You can see, okay, the hardest has a long list of things. This probably would be your Covenant 25 or your Ascension 20. This harder has a few fewer things, but you know, it's probably like an A15, like Ascension 15 or maybe Covenant 20, something like that. So anyway, they just kind of open up all the difficulties for you at the very beginning. You could just learn this game straight up at the hardest difficulty immediately. I highly recommend against that. The game actually is pretty tough at this level. And most importantly, I think that there's just a lot of challenging stuff to work through. And there's a reason why difficulties exist in these games, why it provides a progression normally. There's a reason why Slay the Spire started this out by having ascensions that raise from nothing to 20. And the reason is because you want to ease people into the difficulties. So just YOLOing the hardest is a great way to get frustrated early and not actually figure out what is enjoyable about the game. So I'm pretty early in the game. I'm on hard. I beat my first couple of runs pretty handily. We're stepping it up. I think I do need to have a little bit more difficulty. And also, I have a lot of experience with the genre, so I'm not surprised that this is true. Okay. You get some little friends. I'm going to avoid any character spoilers or anything because there is a story that goes along with this, and it's kind of cutesy and it's interesting. But basically, what's going to happen is you go through, you unlock friends. There's a lot of stuff I haven't unlocked yet, still working on all of this. So no problem. I had the plans for a run that I was going to do, and I kind of set it up in advance. But your starting guys are Dizzy, Riggs, and Peri. You may ask, who are these starting guys? Basically, these are positions on your crew, and each of them comes with their own card set that they inject into your runs. So your runs are decided then by a combination of crew members, okay? So you could randomize this on every run. That's pretty terrifying because each set of cards does different things. So like for instance, Dizzy. Dizzy gives you shield and shield manipulation. He's your science officer. This is a great set of defensive cards that I find hard to get rid of. I can't imagine randomizing away from it, but this is partially from experience being minimal. I'm sure that more experienced players will be able to do some very cool things. You've got Riggs, who's your pilot. When I say flexible movement, when I'm about to say this, you get flexible movement and card draw cards. It's important to understand, I will tell you what movement means. It's better to have the visual example of it in the actual run so that you'll know what you're looking at, okay? So just trust me, there's flexible movement in here. Also, card draw. Card draw is good. We like cards. More cards, good better. You've got Peri, who is your weapons officer. She is designed around attacks, instant movement, so like jerky jumps, and for like just big slam hits kind of deal. I love Peri right now. You've got Isaac, who's your engineer. This is not a starting character. Your starting characters are these three that I just talked through. These other two that I'm going to mention are ones that I have unlocked. So I'll at least tell you what they are because this is kind of an intro video. Isaac is an engineer. He can create and manipulate mid-row objects like drones and missiles. Drones and missiles, I will explain that when we get and see one, but they're a cool kind of extra layer to the strategy that I really enjoy. I think he's decent. He's a decent character to add in. I find that he's a good replacement for Riggs in a comp, at least thus far, so we'll see. And then I've literally never played with Drake, but Drake is a hired mercenary. Strong attacks and status effects, but be careful not to overheat. I don't know what that means. We're going to find out together. Now, my personal hope was that the attacks here might offset Peri. Like, these two might be interchangeable. Running both of them might be a hyper-aggressive gameplay strategy. So we'll see what comes of it. But I wanted to try this comp out with some high defense and then Peri with some consistent attacks and then just like YOLO Drake attacks, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. You also get to choose ships. There's 5 of them. I don't have many of them unlocked, but the starting ship is a bulky, versatile ship with a single central cannon. This is all relevant. You can see where your missile bay is. This is where mid-row objects come out of. You can see where your cockpit is. This is relevant because your cockpit, as of the hard, is weak, which means it takes extra damage, which is I think that's a good mechanic. It encourages strong positioning. I'm a huge fan of that. That's excellent. And then you've got your gun. Your gun is where you shoot out of, essentially. Every single one of these ships, as far as I can tell, has a couple of these starting relics. So shield and evade, I'll explain what these are, but essentially shield blocks damage, evade lets you move. Cool. And then cargo hold in this particular one, this being a versatile ship, gives you extra options, that artifact node options when you select them. It has been actually genuinely helpful. The only other ship I have right now is a warship. Note the size of this. This is a 5 space ship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means enemies can attack you on all 5 of these spaces. Ares, however, is a 4 space ship. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very, just optimized. You've got double cannons, and it's apparently got the versatility to switch cannons. One of them is armored and the other one is the one you're shooting out of, and you can switch those on a turn. Kind of crazy. You've got the same 1 shield, 1 evade on first turn, but then also you draw fewer cards on your turns. So you trade card draw in exchange for just very, very powerful and optimized ship configuration. 4 slots means enemies can attack you on on fewer squares. Theoretically, in my opinion, 3 is the smallest of a ship that you could get. I don't think any of the ships are 3 though, just looking at the ones I have not unlocked. So there's another one here where you can get 40 different artifacts to unlock this ship. All right, cool. Then we've got super interesting one here. I don't know what this is called, but win a run without any of your starting characters, which this requires you to have unlocked all of the other ones first. I have not, or at least enough of them that you could field an entire team. And then this one, win 10 runs to unlock this ship. You can see I have won 2 runs. This is an interesting ship because there are empty slots, so enemies will fire through these and they do nothing to you. Very interesting. Anyway, we're going to be playing with the Artemis because I don't feel like drawing fewer cards here, and also I'm still learning the game. I think Artemis has been a comfy ship for me to pick from, so we'll be doing that. So I have no idea how I'm going to decide on these things in future runs. Depending on how this episode goes, we may or may not have future runs. I'm hopeful that we'll cover this a little more than just one episode, but I wanted to give you at least something special and show you this. So here we are. I will simply say, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to actually play this run now. There's going to be a lot more exposition in this as I explain mechanics, because I think this is important for new viewers who have no idea what they're looking at. And yeah, let's get in on it. Let's do it. Welcome back to the runs. Hopefully this is a good build. I'm playing on hard. You'll just kind of accept that. You get a starting boot option, so some good things, something good that happens to you. Removing cards is nice. I do like cutting that out. All right, we're gonna look at this real quick. EMP Slug. These are Drake cards. I have not seen these before. So you can see the heat. Interesting. Overheat, take 1 damage. So if you get 3 or more heat. All right. Ooh, stun is very good. Stun, this stops the target part of the ship that you shoot on from taking its action. I'll show you some of these things when it comes up. It'll make more sense in a battle. Heat sink, instantly move. You can right click them to see how they upgrade. Interesting, interesting. Good stuff. See how they upgrade. Wow, 5 damage. That's a huge damage attack. Good grief. Whew. Alright, fair enough. Okay. I think double removals is the pick here. I'm going to remove 2 cards, and I'm just going to drop the basic shots here. Because anytime I can clear out one of these basic attacks, instead I can gain a block shot or one of the stronger class-specific ones. And so you can tell, by the way, that it's very clear here that you can see the blue cards. These are Dizzy cards, the pink cards are Peri cards, and the orange cards are Drake cards. I guess they're red. Red, orange. I think it's like a... What color is this? It's like a cherry almost. It's somewhere between red and orange. We're going to call it orange, I guess. It's what my brain immediately thinks. But if we can... These are our starting cards based on our guys, and they're all much better than the basics, right? I like leaving basic block, basic dodge in because block can be upgraded to a 0-cost shield 1, which is actually really good, and dodge can be upgraded to a 0-cost 2-dodge exhaust, which, well, I think there actually is called exhaust here, yeah? Yeah, it goes away after you play it. You know, it's consume, same idea as like Monster Train or Slay the Spire or whatever. Anyway, we're going to get rid of basic shot. And basic shot, because these are the hardest ones to remove in general, they tend to be the worst. So we've got some stuff. I'm not going to read dialogue too much. I'm not interested in too much of what's going on here. But the idea is there is a fun little story going on. Yeah. Alright, we have a new friend, so we're getting some new dialogue from Drake, of course. Interesting. Cool, we're in combat and I have a new friend. Alright, this is combat. You can see these left and right bars here. This is where evade comes from. You can move to dodge attacks. A lot of this is going to be pretty simple for me right now. We can actually get out of the way, which is kind of cool. I'll just dodge this attack entirely. But my feeling is you generally want to build up shield as best you can because shield carries over, which is excellent news. This is going to be a straightforward turn. We're going to block shot. This purple shield is temporary shield. This is shield that goes away at the end of your turn, so I don't mind to use it. So 2-2, I'm looking good. And I'm just going to shoot this guy. All good. Great stuff. You see how this works? I will say this game, as far as I've tested it, is really good at respecting your time. I am a big fan of this. So here we can be a little aggro, walk into this, and I don't have the, yeah, okay, never mind. I shouldn't have actually done that. I was thinking about I could cancel intense, but that's a stun effect, right? Yeah, I've never used stun before. This is specifically for this card that I do not have in my hand right now. Whoops, okay. That's fine. We're just gonna shoot the man. I'm gonna take, I could just do damage here. I'm gonna block dodge. I think this is a more cozy way of playing this. Yeah, this guy gets a little stronger here. Now, if I had like lunge, I could lunge into this shot and then do it. But that's okay. Interesting. I actually think we could just shield surge through this, and I think that's probably enough, right? Yeah, I think it's actually perfectly fine. We'll just shoot this person. I could have maybe gone for the EMP slug on this play, but we have the shield, we should use it, so all good. Cool, I'm gonna lunge in. That's a move and attack card. These icons on the cards are pretty obvious to me. You've got basic dodge, this little left-right arrow gives you an evade. You've got a shield icon that gives you shield, a purple shield that gives you temporary shield. If it has a sword, it does damage. So, pretty straightforward stuff, I think. Yeah, I'm going for carryover plays here. Evade and shield are carried over between turns, so... Like here, I go here, and I can EMP slug here, which just cancels his attack entirely. And now, heat is something I need to be worried about getting rid of, but I actually think we just sit on this one heat and chill. EMP slug this guy out. That's a lot of damage what that thing does. Incredible. Oh, we're just opening with a rare card. It tells you right away what you get. What does this do? The next time you would gain any amount of heat, instead lose one of this Serenity and draw one. This card literally replaces itself. Wow. Exothermic release, a piercing attack. This ignores shields and armor. And you can tell by the arrow instead of the sword. And it vents 3. Wow, venting 3 is good, but notice this card has exhaust on the bottom right. I think it's wrong to do anything other than to click Serenity because it replaces itself, right? It draws 1, we'll take it. Very Slay the Spire-esque node generation and map selection. I like the color coordination here, it makes it very easy to see. Greens are your card upgrades and card removals, very strong. These are nodes that you pretty much can't skip. In my opinion, they're just so powerful you want to take them. So my thought process here is I could go purple, which is elites. This gives you artifacts and better cards, but are scary combats. Again, as in something like Slay the Spire, right, I think these are usually worth taking as best you can. So we have a node gen that goes after 2 elites and then hits 1 repair yard, or one that goes after 2 repair yards. I mean, you basically have to take these 2 elites at the expense of the repair yard. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. The repair yard is so strong. So in that case, I'm actually going to chase the 3 repair yard line here. We'll just go up then. Seems good. Okay. Some things you'll have to understand. I don't know all of these things. Destroying it will damage its destroyer for 2. A minefield. This is a new mechanic for me. Okay. Fun. Alright. So we get our Serenity. Nothing changes here too terribly. I want to avoid destroying this. Very interesting. Okay. I can dodge into an EMP slug here and just disable this, which is probably the right play. Stun this turn entirely and we sit on this. Auto dodge. If fired on, will completely move out of the way right. Don't know how that behaves. It will completely move out of the way. So it moves 3 to the right. Huh. Okay, well, let's shield surge here. Let's try this basic shot. Yeah, okay, I had a feeling. Okay, that's how that works. So you could have lined this guy up potentially with a mine here. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna just take the shield block here. Although I guess I could jump into the attack, but I think I'm gonna take the block here and chill. That's okay. Interesting. And he moves completely out of the way left. So I block shot that pushes him over there. Very interesting fight. I haven't fought this fight before. So I could lunge completely out of the way, or, I mean, I think I have to, right? It's very interesting. Alright, so I think it's basic dodge, and we just lunge completely out of the way. Interesting. This is a very dodgy fight. So, it's kind of interesting because I don't have a lot of mobility right now. Hitting this guy is actually kind of tough for me. Like, if I evade, if I walk into him here, I don't know. I think I just shot into nothing. This is going to have to be okay. I need him to line up with me. Ooh, this is tough. I need dodge. I think we heat sink to move right, and I think we just sit on this. We do not spend all of that. This is tricky. Okay, so we actually have a shot now, which is pretty good. So I use basic shot. Oh, he doesn't dodge that? Oh, he doesn't have his dodge up. How interesting. Well, then we just go left and we EMP slug him and disable his attack then. That's pretty good. Yeah, okay. I guess he doesn't get that buff every turn. Interesting. Alright. So I was going to say if he dodges every turn, that's pretty tough, but I haven't seen this mechanic before. And I haven't seen this creature before. Anyway, we finish his combat, and I avoid any damage. Good. Very interesting. Button mash. So you can see a lot of things happening here. You've got the shield, you've got an instantly move left, and you've got an evade frame. It's pretty strong. It's pretty good. I generally like big bursts like this. Hot foot. Ooh, that's interesting. You exchange heat for evasion? Huh, alright. Extra battery. What does this guy do? Gain 2 energy. Just straight up 2 energy goes away. These are all good cards. I should grab one of them. I like the button mash because it's very efficient. Just play this card and you get a bunch of stuff. But at the same time, I really do think extra battery is pretty cool. Play more of the cards in my hand, especially since some of them are more expensive. We'll try this. A lot of these are new. I do think it's really important to take evade cards. You can see we're very low evade right now, and you want to be a little more mobile than that. But a card that is an exhaust evade, that's not as impressive to me. Let's take the battery, it seems fun. Alright, we get upgrades. Cool. I could also remove stuff here, so you have options. Like, Serenity, you get 2 options for upgrades on them. This is a 1 Serenity, draw 3, it exhausts, otherwise this would be an infinite almost on itself if you had multiples. Or you can get 2 Serenity, draw 1 again. Alright, that's not that strong, but, you know, it's okay. EMP Slug, that's a hitter. That card goes up to 5 damage, that's huge. But if you go the route of 2 overheat, you really need to be careful because 2 shots and this immediately overheats you. I had my most recent run be an excellent multi-shot 3 round where I played multi-shot A, 3 hits, and we just kind of crushed from here. And I had a mechanic called Overdrive that added 1 to my damage, so this became 2/2/2. It was like strength, essentially, from Slay the Spire. It was really good. I don't know if I want to upgrade that right away. There's also always the 0 cost block 1 that I think is really good, or the 0 dodge, or the 0 cost dodge to exhaust. That's really good. These are excellent upgrades for your opening cards as well, things I like doing. I would like to do more damage. I think I'm going to go with EMP Slug A and do a 4 here. I don't know, how good is that? How good is that? I think I might actually take multi-shot A here. Yeah. Is there a 0 cost? Ooh, there is. 0 cost. Discharge some heat is very good. I generally find that with only 3 energy, you kind of do want to upgrade energy a bit early on. I don't think these extra batteries. One of them gives you an energy next turn, which is kind of cool. Or one gives extra energy right now. Taking an attack buff is pretty solid, I think. Alright, let's go with the EMP Slug A here. I think this is going to be acceptable. Alright, do a bunch of damage. Hit the enemy. Alright, we can extra battery for a turn now that is basically play everything. And then jump out of the way. And we save our evade. We take that 2 on the shields. Not too bad. Enemies are going to give me cards here. Now I can, in this particular case, just EMP Slug one of those out, which I think is worth it. I would like very much to just shoot him here, I think. Yeah. He's gonna give me some trash. Yeah, he gives me some junk. Now I need to shield surge for sure. It's a very good play. I would like to avoid moving into the attacks, so I think we just basic shot here and chill. Yeah, we take a little bit of shield damage. Alright, I do think this is going to be EMP Slug into this guy, and then we just shoot him. Gonna give me some junk. All I have to do is hit anything that does damage and we win. Alright, we're out. Good stuff. This one can really bog you down though. You have to be careful about that. Momentum. Gain 1 shield. +1 for every time played this combat. +2 for every time played this combat. It's a pretty good card. Combustion engine. Interesting. So this is using your heat to move a lot. That's kind of fun. I think we have enough damage right now. So I'm going to actually grab momentum here. I could see that being good. Enemies attacking, they're going to spawn a missile, not too bad. What is this? That's their cockpit. Okay. Well, I'm not actually that afraid of this, so I think we're just going to go like block shot and then just shoot this man a couple times. I am going to take the dodge here because I may need to move out of the way of that missile. Seems okay. I can this is a big power missile. This missile is going to do 4 damage to me if it hits. Now I could walk into it, which I like. The only attack thing, I could walk into it, but I have a lot of move here. So I think if we go like 2, and then we play like this, right? I can shoot this guy to stop this incoming damage entirely. Or I kind of like Heatsink to move out of the way of the missile here. And then we play Momentum to get it rolling. The missile flies by and misses here. Yeah, I think that's good. Gain 2 shield is good. I do want to lunge out of the way of this. That's nice. So again, the missile misses me. Amazing. And we just play all the cards now. Yeah. Cool. Momentum is pretty good. That's a decent card. Now, I could and should consider just shooting out this missile unless I'm going to be able to move out of the way, and I don't think I can. So I think we are just going to multi-shot the missile. I don't have the ability to slug into the attacking node, so I think we're going to Shield Surge and just walk out of that. Sure, he shoots into nothing. This missile is doing nothing to me. Very good. I go ahead and I EMP slug his attacker, and we just kill him. That's such a huge damage attack. That's wild how powerful that opener is. Firewall. This is like Shield Surge, but worse, right? Shield Surge, except it gives me fire. Explosive Slug. Ooh, that's efficient, though. 2 damage for 1. 2 damage for 1 is nice. I think we can afford to take another damage, and ignoring shields and armor seems okay. We'll go ahead and take that, yeah. That's fine. We get our artifact. We get to choose from 2. 2 evade on the first turn. This is awesome. Or 1 extra energy on the first turn. Both of these are excellent. I am a little low on evades. Oh, but I really like the energy on the first turn. We're going to click prep batteries. I like that a lot. We go for the upgrade here. Cool. Upgrade. Now, momentum is powerful to upgrade here, but we could also just make our explosive slug a little stronger. I don't want to go too overheat. I think we want to go explosive slug A if we're going to take that. But I really, really like draw 1, gain 1 shield. This momentum A drawing you past yourself is really powerful. I want to get that upgraded. Becomes a draw card. We're going to go ahead and fight the elite here. Ah, yes, Jumbo. Collect the bounty. Oh, interesting. We're learning stuff. Interesting. Fake bounty. So, we're learning stuff. This guy's got a cockpit that's brittle, so he takes double damage if we shoot his brittle cockpit, which is interesting, if we can. Extra battery is good here. I'm going to go ahead and momentum, draw me another card. That's great. We could move potentially into this area and fire 4 damage at him, but I don't know if that's going to be good. I can shield up. I mean, I'm probably... If I move, I actually dodge a lot of damage anyway, and then we can... Yeah, alright, we'll go ahead and pump the numbers in. I think that's fair. Our temps take it, it's okay. Alright, I get my Serenity play, which is good. I do get an EMP slug here, which I will take, absolutely. I could just push numbers in, which is not too bad. Or I really think I should take a dodge here. You never know when you're going to need it, and I think that's going to be important. We took 2 because my cockpit was shot. Important to keep that in mind. I'm going to lunge out of the way of this, I think. We are going to momentum first. We lunge, we take the 3 here, and that's going to be okay. Shield Surge is pretty good. I could actually dodge this and drop out of the way of this 3 entirely. I mean, you may as well, right? That's actually going to be pretty efficient. Yeah. He walks into it, of course, not too bad. Explosive Slug is fine. Do some damage here, I think so. I'm going to take the evade frame no matter what. 3, I could block this entirely. It's not terrible to do it. I will take multi-shot here. Do I just shoot him? I could move into middle and shoot him, but I think that would be very risky. I'm just going to block up here, I think. Having some block at the end of my turn is going to be nice. Maybe I hit momentum here. I do not. I can heat sink, lunge, and then we block shot, then we take 0 on this, and save our evades for emergency needs. Right. If I move 1, oh, actually, if I move 2, I kill him, right? Yeah, we had lethal. No reason not to do that with the brittle opener there. Solar Flare. What does this do? Cancel every single intent on the enemy ship. Oh, buddy, that's so good. Wow. Overdrive. This is the mechanic I was telling you about before. Overdrive. You do 1 additional damage with all attacks. What is a stun charge? 4. Stun source. That's expensive. Your next attack will stun. Must be used this turn. That's interesting. That doesn't actually seem that good. That's pretty expensive. 4 cost is crazy costly. Solar Flare, however, looks incredible. I love this. Just free turn. This is Vault from Slay the Spire, right? Enemy doesn't do anything. I just get a free turn, essentially. Kind of. It's not quite the take another turn, but it is essentially disable anything the enemy is going to do. Heat Wave, on the other hand, looks really tempting. Oh my god, what is that? Are you kidding me? Power Drive. It doesn't go down? Ho 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 ho! Just do 1 extra... Yeah, I gotta take Heat Wave. I love that. Your ship overheats at 4 instead of 3. That might be relevant. Gain 1 energy every 3rd turn. That's really good. Jettison hatch. If I use removals at repair yards, I get an extra removal. Now, I do think I have a repair yard coming up. I don't think I'm going to do this jettison hatch, although it's very infinite enabling, right? You could just cut out basic shot and a whole bunch of other stuff. Start really chopping things down. Your decks are small in this game, by the way. I have 14 cards. I start monster train runs with 22, so keep that in mind. I actually really love Overclocked Generator here. 1 energy every 3rd turn. This is huge. It's essentially almost an energy relic. And energy is very valuable here. We're going to go ahead and upgrade. I'm going to immediately go Heat Wave into Power Drive. This is just so good. That's damage on everything. This is a final boss. It's all great. All gravy. Ah, yes. Heat Wave with my Serenity play. The combos. The combos! It's so strong. And now my multi-shot hits like an actual truck, which is amazing. I'm going to go ahead and block shot 1, and then take the... I'm going to get pummeled here for 3, or I can move. I'm willing to take this hull damage here. I want to save my evades. Yeah. You got to be willing to trade a little bit. Gotta be willing to trade a little bit. I could lunge, which is not good. I think we want to shield surge, move left, EMP out this one here, and take 0 on that. And then we just basic shot. Man, power drive is so strong. going to take this one in a temp and be okay with it. And then this turn is going to be shield dodge, which is excellent. I even get an extra one, huh? I could drop out this overheat, or this heat rather. I should do this. I don't want to I take an extra shield damage though. Could do 2, and then move into a bunch of attacks. Let's just not do anything here. I'll take the 1 attempt. Saving my shield is a very good turn. Momentum is nuts, by the way. And then we just EMP slug this guy, and that's pretty good. A good turn. I take 1 to shield. Okay, cool. I'm good with it. I do need to be careful. I'm about to take hull damage from heat. I don't know if I actually care. I can lunge, which puts me in a very good position. I then shield surge here. And I think we just shoot. I don't need to play momentum right now. I have full shields. Momentum is very efficient at shield generation. Multi-shot is very good. And then we just EMP slug this guy in the next gear. Cool. That's an interesting... Ooh, interesting. If you would gain overheat when you win the combat, you don't trigger that. That's good to know for future. I didn't actually realize that. Freeze dry. Why is this a rare card? 1 piercing attack? The ship cannot move. Do I apply that to the enemy? Huh, interesting. Table flip. All cards with flippable actions, such as move, are flippable. This is an interesting one. So an example might be lunge, goes right 2. This could become left 2. You just right-click the card and it plays. It's kind of nice. I don't know, this is like a low-impact card. Or attack damage equal total number of enemies cannon attacks, how many times they're attacking. This could be very strong, but they're not great cards. Freeze dry I'm a little interested in. It can't move. This seems like a good 1-for-1, right? I'm gonna try it. That's an interesting one. Alright, dirty engines. Gain 1 extra energy every turn, add a trash to your draw pile every 2 turns, that's rough. Replace warp prep, gain 3 shield, 3 evade on the first turn, that's good. Gain shield anytime you gain, every time you gain any shield, gain 1 temp shield. This is nuts. Shield burst is crazy. I like warp mastery, 3 evade on turn 1 is pretty cool. I don't like this draw relic. It adds crash that I have to actually play out. It's only 1 though, right? Essentially, I have to play it. An energy relic is huge. I have some draw cards. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna try it, right? Trash to your draw pile every 2 turns. Alright, I'll try it. Fine. All good. We're getting lore. Touching crystals. Interesting. And then we leave. Lore, behold the lore. Alright, then we go zoom into the next world and we move on. Alright. Get combat here. See, I'm taking 3 right now. That's a pretty sizable hit. I'm gonna shoot for that. I think I am just gonna do damage. I'm gonna take... I get to play everything, which is pretty cool. I don't want to take 4 here. I'll play this. I think we need to move out of the way of this 3 here. This guy's hitting pretty hard. Freeze dry is an interesting one that we're learning about. I do get heat wave. I take a hit here to do it. Kind of interesting. I could wait on this and not take the hull damage, which is kind of interesting. Can't move out of the way of this if I go like that. Yeah, I can only do so much. Click freeze dry. I don't have any evades here. I think I need to find evade cards pretty stat. Very constantly, immediately. I'm not going to take the damage here, I don't think. I'm going to lunge and move into my cannon here, center up. It does apply to the enemy, the engine lock. They can't move, got it. I'm going to go ahead and slug out his thing there. We'll take the Serenity, which lets me play Heat Wave comfortably. I'm going to then go ahead and Heat Sink to drop that down a little bit. Seems good. I can multi-shot and kill. Good. Man, that power drive is huge. Desperate Measures, we take damage in exchange for... that's an interesting card. You get a lot of shield, but you immediately take an overheat. Extra battery. Oh, we just get Mitosis. Mitosis essentially converts my shield into temp shield every turn. This is so strong, in my opinion. This is real. I love this. It's scaling defense. Of course, I take a rare card. Let's look at our maps. Let's see. I can get 3 Repair Yard, 1 Elite, or I can get. All right, we can still do this. I can do 1 Elite. The strongest 9 here is 3 Repair Yards, 2 Elites. I'm going to take the event, see what we hit. A Minefield. I will trade health for this, I think. I have a lot of health left. 1 of 3 is good. Yeah, cool. I want to look at options. Your shield lasts between combats. Interesting. Your first attack each turn pierces. I don't think that's very important. Yeah, I'll carry my shield over between combats. That seems pretty good. Whoa, nice. Let's get out of here. Take some damage for a free relic. That's basically like a free elite, right? Assume an elite does damage to you, and then you get an item out of it. Alright, upgrade a card. I've already removed 2, so I'm not mad about this at all. I need evades, though, is my biggest thought. Lunge 2 hits is strong. Multi-shot for 3 is strong. Or I could take 2 evades. I have essentially no evades in this run. I just have jump attack and movements. Let's go ahead and multi-shot 3 here. I think this is going to be really important for my run with the overdrive, right? Oh, we're fighting in a sun. That can't be good. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. We're gonna move 1 right, I think. And I'm just gonna take heat damage right away, it looks like. I really need to play... I could play it very slow here. I think I need to end this quickly. Right? We're gonna take hull damage and it's gonna have to be okay. Like, I think I need to play EMP Slug here in order to keep the offensive moving. I need some heat management. I mean, it's especially bad because I'm getting free heat every turn from the solar flare. I think we move 1, and I think I EMP Slug this. Avoid playing Heat Wave here. We're going to play it a little more defensively. I'm going to move out of the way of this. Yeah. We take hull damage from... Yeah, alright, brace for overheating, but I do get a heat sink here, which is nice. I can momentum, which is excellent. I'm going to Mitosis here. I'm going to multi-shot into him, and we shield surge. And I let this sit. I'm going to take the 3. Fine. Okay. Gain some fire. It happens. Serenity is pretty neat. I'm going to play that here. I have trash, unfortunately. I need to move out of getting the alignment on my cockpit here. And I also want to put my cannon in front of an enemy. So I think we'll do that. And then I play pretty much everything else here. I will overheat here. I think we chip, right? If heat is 3 or more at end of turn, overheat. So this number just keeps going up, but there's really no reason not. So there's no reason not to play the explosive shot here. Yeah, okay, it stays at 3. I wasn't sure if the number kept going up. I'm still learning this mechanic. All right, so we do take shields here. It's all good. Once you take the overheat damage, it resets. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. do need to move one left if I physically can. So I'm going to take this dodge here. That's good. I want to stop the enemy from moving, so we're going to freeze dry, and then I'm going to multi-shot and then walk out and take one. He can't move, so I don't think he can align on me here. Right. I need to shield surge, taking 4 here. I can't align, which is very sad. If I jump 2, I take 1, 2, 1, 2, I take more damage. Man, I really can't do anything here, can I? None of these line up for me, and I can't move. I need evade very fast. If I see anything that says evade frames on the... If I see anything that says evade frames, I'm taking it. Alright, I can heat sink here, which is good, but the downside is I take 3, which I don't love. Interesting. This is a very tough combat, actually, because I don't have enough movement to get away with this. I'm taking 3 here, but if I move over 1, I take 6. Or I take 5 at least, because it doesn't align with my cockpit. But it's a ton of damage. But I save 1 from this exhaust, and it aligns my shots. I think I need to heatsink, take this. We're gonna block shot for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and multi-shot. He's taking the 1. I could prevent him from moving. Should really take the damage when I can get it here. Yeah, alright. It's not good. We're gonna take a hit here. Oof, it's not good. But we do line it up. I think I can EMP slug my way out. Yeah, remember, I don't take this hull damage if I kill here. Good. Okay, we get out of here. Woof, what a tough combat. Battle repair, yes, heal hull. I'm gonna need that. Absolutely, I love battle repair. Every time you heal, heal 1 more. Well, that's pretty good. After your first attack each turn, gain 1 stun charge. Seems strong. Gain 1 max hull and heal 1 every time you defeat a boss or elite. I think I'm going to take the heal booster because I can upgrade battle repair to either be cheaper or to heal a bunch, but then go away. I like the heal 1 for 1, but I have a lot of energy right now. Heal booster is pretty good. I'm going to take that. I think that's worth it. That was a tough combat. We're going to go into the repair bay. Got Snoot. Alright, here's the deal. I want to extra battery it out. We're going to go ahead and heat wave here. That's worth it. We'll click the battle repair. Good. I get to click everything here, pretty much. Then we multi-shot this man. We just do a whole bunch of damage to him. Cool. Take 2 to shields. Fine. Alright. I can lunge 2, which puts me out of the range of this missile, which I'm good with. The unfortunate thing is you have an armored cockpit here, huh? Now, if I explosive slug, does it kill the missile and hit the cannon? I want to find out. I would like to find out. Let's move 1 left and try. Oh, it doesn't. Well, okay, fair enough. It's fine. Good to know. It said piercing, right? So I was thinking to myself, hey, we'll get it, but I guess not. Alright. Fine. I want to mitosis. We'll move 1 left. I'm going to EMP slug here. I take the 2. It's fine. Alright. Okay. Freeze dry is an interesting play, but I think we just actually kill, we just kill the enemy. It's good. Alright, cool. I'm fine with that. Escalate. Overdrive. Alright, it stays as overdrive. Block shot, button mash. Button mash with retain is pretty interesting, but that does cost me an upgrade. I could take a block shot here, which is not bad. I'm just going to skip this. I think my current cards are okay. Regenerator. Every 3 dizzy cards you play, gain a shield. Razor beam when I miss by exactly 1. I think I do. Where don't have a lot of dizzy cards, being clear. But at the same time, it doesn't say in a turn. Is this in one turn? It probably holds over, right? It seems like all the other ones hold over. Let's go ahead and take Regenerator. That seems like a nice touch. We'll go up here. I'm not going to take this upgrade, this repair. We're going to upgrade instead. Now, the upgrade here, I really need... I think this is actually a run where I want basic dodge A. My dodge is so bad, I need this to cost nothing, pretty much. I would love if any of these other things gave me dodge, though. Let's see, is there any other upgrade? Freeze Dry B moves me too. It's not quite what I want. Ooh, Explosive Slug B hits twice. That's really strong, actually. Battle Repair to make it cost less. Mitosis could give me Shield Surge. Serenity could draw 3. That's a really powerful play. These are a lot of really strong upgrades. I'm not as afraid of energy right now because of the trash thing. Card draw might be really good, though. I am spending energy, don't get me wrong. So, I think our damage is pretty solid and I need to avoid taking hits. So, Mitosis A, maybe? Maybe. I could Shield Surge A, which is just 2 shield. Pretty good. Interesting. 0 cost upgrade on basic shield. I could upgrade basic block into Shield Surge, which is kind of funny. Alright, this is a very difficult set of decisions, but I think Freeze Dry does not get upgraded. I think the big upgrade considerations are second hit on Explosive Slug or draw 3 on Serenity, which I quite like. I like defense plays a lot as well, so I'm thinking Shield Surge A is very good. But if I can play through momentum fast, I'm gonna go Serenity B. Ooh, I'm actually using a lot of heat though, aren't I? Nah, we'll draw. I'm gonna go B and draw 3. I think that's the play. Okay, fight this elite. What are you? It's a hermit crab. He says Glorp. Incredible. I don't know what anyone expected. But that's amazing, right? That's just truly incredible. I'm going to Shield Surge here, I think is the play. Well, actually, I can just fully dodge this, right? He adds a card to my hand, huh? I wonder what he's gonna do. I've never fought this guy before. I'm gonna lunge out of the way. I think that's fine. Cool. He shoots lasers. What was that card he just added? Hold up. Abyssal Visions. It's shaking. Oh, it's terrible. 2 card? I don't know what it does, though. I don't know. I don't think any of us is excited about it. He's laser cannoning here? I don't know how to feel about that. Let's make Serenity B here. The momentum. Okay, he's doing the las cannon, which I don't like. I would love to hit this guy on this turn, but I'm actually going to move out of the way of him, as it turns out. Rid of Mitosis. I'm going... This is a miss, right? That tentacle is not an item. Part of him, right? Yeah, the tentacle is not real. It cannot hurt you. We're gonna wiggle out, and I'm gonna chill here, I think. Phew, sure. Fair. What was that? Ah, Dizzy cards, gain a shield. Got it. Okay, so first play. I want to go run right. We're gonna EMP slug this goon here, or just disable him, which is huge. And yeah, that does feel mean. That was a really strong play. And then we immediately go for multi-shot A for just huge, outrageous amounts of damage. Oh, buddy, that turn did not look good for you. You cannot take double damage here. I mean, we finished this, right? We just pummeled him out. That was outrageous. That turn was so good. Converter. Oh, wow. Shield into evade? Yeah, 100%. 100% this is so good. EMP I've never seen before either. This is a total stun. But essentially, what is this saying? My shield goes to 0. Enemy shield goes to 0. Stun the enemy. End my turn. If you can give that retain somehow, that's strong. You can make it cheaper, or you can make it so it doesn't reset your shield. Interesting. Very good. Anyway, I'm going to click on Converter here. I think... Or I could take Hotfoot, but then Overheat becomes a problem. I'm going to take Converter here. I think that's good. Adaptive Plating, 1 max hull and heal every time you defeat a boss or elite. Note that the synergy here with Heal Booster. Draw a card when you miss. 1 random enemy part is made brittle at the start of a fight. The part is not marked as brittle until it is damaged. I've seen this and it's just tough to work around. It's obviously very good to get double damage though if you can find it, but most enemies are very wide. Finding this would be very difficult. I think if it were marked, this would be awesome, but as it stands, this is just pure luck, right? I think I'm going to go ahead and adaptive plating. It's so late. There's only 1 boss left. Draw a card every time you miss a shot. I do lunge out of the way sometimes. Let's take this fracture detection. I want to see what it's like. Alright, let's see. Upgrades. I could take a removal here, but I don't think it's worth it. I would like to upgrade things into multi-hits, if possible. Although, let's look at the converter upgrades. What do we get? I can make it cost 0, or I can make it cost 3, but it doesn't set my... Oh, buddy, it doesn't actually remove my shield. That's actually ridiculously good. It doesn't remove my shield? Yeah, buddy, absolutely. I love that for me. Cool. Interesting. So now we see there's a big ship. So where's the fracture? None can say. We know 1 is brittle, or rather weak at least. This is a really strong converter play, especially since I can just EMP something out. I think the angle is lunge, 1 right. Yeah, we lunge, shoot. I'm going to move 1 right here. Then I'm going to converter here for 3, and then I can block shot. And we take the 1. Ooh, actually, his cannon apparently is the brittle one. Hey, there we go. We found it. Alright, maybe it's just that easy. Random enemy part. No. Alright, fair enough. It's pretty good. Battle repair is friend. Great. I'm going to take my Ketosis here. There's really no reason to play the extra anything here. Start taking 3. I guess I could save it. I don't want to redraw it though. Yeah, fine. Maybe that card's bad. Maybe. It's hard to say. Hard to say. We're going to go ahead and Heat Wave here. This is ridiculous incoming damage that we're doing by just attacking. Oh, buddy. That's rough for you, champ. I'm taking 4 here. I could block this fully. Really no move that saves this. Or I can do 6 to him and we race. But I'm going to block this fully, I think. That's going to be acceptable. We take this, it goes to 0. I run out of shield, which means my Mitosis provides no value here, unfortunately. Draw cards. I wish to lunge, and we EMP here. Oh my gosh, that's so powerful. Just high roll the fracture detection. It's actually crazy. Right? I can and should heat sink here. Yes. Slug does not pierce the missile, but I can destroy it all the same. It block shots. Over 1. I'm gonna destroy this thingy here. Alright, fine. Walk up, all good. Take 2. But it's all temp, so I'm not worried about it. Just high roll the fracture location is truly nuts. Attack. Damage equal your missing hull. Heal 1. Meanwhile, I think shield gun is awesome. This is really good. Yeah, I take shield gun. Big fan of that. Let's see. Permanently gain +1 max shield on pickup. Gain 1 shield at the start of every turn. If shield is full, take 2 hull damage. It's tough. On pickup, remove 3 cards. Or I can gain 3 shield, 3 evade on turn 1. Love that. What would I remove if I remove 3 cards? Basic shot, of course. Basic shot can go. Block shot is low impact. Yeah, I would drop block shot, I suppose. And what, basic block? It's not terrible, but I can think of better cards to play. Well, I don't know, I need defenses. Block shot goes away, I think. Momentum is very good. Do I cut 3? I don't think so. 3 shield, 3 evade on the first turn is really nice. Now I do have shield carries over, right? Where is that? I'm pretty sure I have it. Your shield lasts between combats, yeah. So if I do this, then I'm going to be taking a ton of hull damage from Prototype 22, unfortunately. Simplicity is not bad. Removing basic shot, block shot, and might actually be extra battery. This has sometimes become useful. I don't know. Maybe you cut out basic block. Maybe. Yeah, it's not a bad play to get rid of it. Then you can just draw into like shield surge more. Removing 3 is pretty good. I'm gonna take remove 3. I think we're okay on the warp craft business. I think I'm okay with that. I'm gonna remove 3 cards. We're gonna get rid of basic shot. I just don't even want to draw this anymore. I'm gonna get rid of, where is it? Block shot. Yep. And I'm gonna get rid of basic block here. All right, it's pretty decent, I think. Okay. This run has been going pretty smoothly. We fight the end zone here. The one nice thing about this is I feel like it respects our time a little bit better. EMP slug is really good. I want to move 1 to the right and take that EMP slug shot, but I want to draw first. Draw first is good. Move 1 to the right. We definitely want to slug this zone down. It's good. Great news. Shield surge is nice. I want to play mitosis here for sure. Shield gun is not bad. I want to boost my shields though. Yeah, shield first. Then multi-shot. Remember, one of these nodes is fractured. It's not his gun here. It's not his gun. I could lock him down so he can't move again. It's kind of an interesting option. Yeah, sure, I like that. And then I take 2 to shield. It's okay. Alright, we get the extra battery. I get the battle repair here. We momentum. I don't really get many options here. I can move out of the way of this attack, which is not bad. Or I can just take this and accept it. 4 is fine. I'm gonna let that ride. Okay. Converter could be better. I'm gonna momentum first and then probably converter here. I gain 3. Yeah, that's really good, huh? 4 evade is amazing. Yeah, and I take the 3 here. I have the temp for it, so it doesn't bother me all that much. I will play multi-shot A. Yes, I think I want to move 1 left and EMP slug him here. Yes. We are going to take an overheat, and it's going to have to be okay. Oh, it did go to 4. Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to move out of that now. Does this go down to 1? Okay, yeah, it does. All right, good. It goes down. So overheating it like that is no problem. Huge. I'm going to go 1 right. We're going to EMP Oh, that was his brittle. That was his brittle one. That's rough, buddy. That's rough. Oof, that's rough. Max shield is graded by 1 for the rest of the combat. Flock 2. Buddy, that's such a good, so good. And it's not even exhaust. And this is such a good card. Yeah. I love that the cards feel good to play. I am gonna go... I didn't take the node that gives me hull on killing an elite. I think I'm looking at repair yard, repair yard, repair yard here, and we skip all the elites. I actually think a repair yard is straight up as powerful as an elite because it's 0 risk, but you get upgrades, and upgrades are good. So I think we chase the repair yards, I think. They're just strong. Upgrade, please. Okay. Shield gun. I wanted to add my temporary shield because of shield mitosis. This is for sure needs to happen. Yes, 100%. That weapon, that is very important for this to become useful. Interesting. Turn 1 Serenity into the Heat Wave is amazing. I'm such a happy camper about that. Now, oddly enough, it's really weird. This is a creature that he attacks from his empties, which is very interesting to me. So do I have a movement? I do not have a movement. So I can't EMP slug this, but I can move a little. I should take an attack here. Yeah, I think I should just hit this guy for a whole truckload of damage, right? That seems good to me. We take 3. He gives us a fear. It's stuck in my hand. I wonder if this is a thing that's actually relevant, because is there a max hand size? There might be. There might be. Yeah, that's a possibility. Mitosis is not terrible. I would like very much to Converter, however. Take 2 dodge here. It's pretty decent. It's a bit expensive, actually, huh? Take the momentum play here. Basic dodge, I can and should heat sink here. I'm also going to go ahead and lunge. I think I'm going to play out both fears on this turn. Or no, they don't go away. Ew, gross. They're not even removals. Ugh, get all this trash out of my face. Agreed, my friend. I could move out of the way of this. I think I should. I don't want to add more of this trash to my hand. I would like battle repair. Momentum is important. Boost capacitors is also important. We're getting pretty expensive, y'all. Pretty tough to... I can't EMP his attackers because they're firing from empties, which is a bit unfortunate. I'm going to wiggle out of the way, and we're going to go ahead and take the capacitor boost here, I think. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright. Almost certainly want to play Converter here. Pretty much no world I don't do it. I think I actually go Shield Surge and then Converter. Yes, and now I can move way far out of the way. Good. One of these spots is fragile. We don't know which one. Mitosis is a good Converter here. I can wiggle out of this one too. Huh. He's not really hitting me, which is kind of weird. Fear. Drawing into fears is annoying. Shield gun. Well, buddy. I tell ya. Shield gun, EMP, end this combat. That shield gun is really strong there. An automatically upgraded battle repair B. Or an EMP Slug A. Interesting. I didn't actually realize you could see upgraded cards. I mean, the Retain Heal Hull 4, this is nuts, right? It's just a free play that's so good. An offering from another timeline, another Ascent Aid. I have to take these. If I get a Missile Bay play, it's really good. Man, these are both excellent. Beams 1 energy at its target once per turn. Energy drone, though, that's huge. I love that. And it can block for me, and I can upgrade it with a shield. Oh, yeah, I can upgrade it with a shield. Yeah, this is really strong. Very cool. We're going to go ahead and immediately do that. Cool. Upgrade. Give my energy drone a bubble. This thing is nuts now. I can't believe that. That's such a good hit. I get a relic, gain 1 serenity every 3rd turn. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a heat challenged, so we're going to heat unchallenge here. Cool. So we'll take a serenity play and just draw a bunch. Oh, right. My shield is being carried over between combats as well, which means a lot. All right, we move 1 left here, I think. And we deploy the energy drone, which tanks this 4, and we're chilling. I'm going to hold off on Battle Repair B. We're going to boost capacitors here. I'm going to go ahead and... I guess I could have multi-shotted first. I'm going to take the dodge, though, instead. We chill. It's an okay turn. Yeah, he generates me an energy. Oh, buddy, that's good. I'm a huge fan of it. This enemy applies a status. Interesting. I can move into this and just light this man up. That's fair. Or I can just do nothing here and sit on this whole turn. It's a strong turn. I have 8 energy I can jettison out, but I can't ever EMP this one away. I guess I could move into my energy drone, shoot it. Yeah, actually, this is better, right? We go ahead and we shoot it. Oh no! But then I can EMP slug this. Oh, buddy, and it's your brittle one. Anyway. See you next year. Ooh, friend. You're having a bad time. This guy, he's immediately just like, hey, wait, that's illegal. Amazing. I do take a 5 hit here, unfortunately. Heat wave here with the serenity is good. It's a shame. He shot me. Oh no. It's fine. I think the play here is a heat sink, and then I EMP blast him and we end this combat. Yeah, good. That fracture is actually better than I've been thinking about, huh? I do not need mitosis, shield gun, another one of these. I'm going to skip them. This fracture, because enemies only have so many nodes, is the thing. Like, this guy has 3 nodes here. Now, I do get the Serenity into the Heat Wave play on turn 1, which is pretty nuts. That's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and Mega Boost here. He will dodge the first attack. Unfortunate. I can move back into it and EMP slug him. Oh, that's also his fractured zone. Oh, buddy, you're having a bad day from that. Oof. Engine stall. The next 1 moves will fail. Interesting. Now, if I shoot him, he will wiggle, right? True. If I shoot him, he wiggles. Alright, I think the play... I can't actually move here, so I think we're going to Shield Surge. I can't kill him. Let's go ahead and mitosis. I'll pop the energy drone out. I take 6 here. It's a lot of incoming damage, but I have the shield for it. Yeah, I can heat sink out of the way and possibly... heat sink out of the way and shoot the gun, or shoot the missile. And we're chilling, I think. I get energy next turn. Ooh, excellent. And then this takes the shot. Yeah, he walks into this, which is not ideal. So the plan here is we spend slug for him to move. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and shield surge. Murder. I'm taking 4 here. I could lunge and continue to take 4 and do some damage, actually. I'm okay with this, right? Yeah, I take 1 hit. But it's fine. I have the battle repair if I really need it. He evades to the left here. Those capacitors is a good play. If I shoot here, he moves 3 to the left. I could dodge. I think this is actually a better dodge. Walk out, take 1 more here for 2 total. My energy drone is not in the right positioning, unfortunately. I could put him in the right positioning. This guy is a little bit cheeky, right? This guy's a bit cheeky here. He's tough to hit. I wish you could play as this ship, though. This ship is awesome looking, right? I love this thing. I want that. I need 2 attacks. I can do this, except I don't have enough movement here. So I think Converter? Can I generate shield in any other way right now? I can battle repair. I think we Converter. I'm not generating enough shield here, which is a big downside. Taking 3, but I'm okay with it. We'll take the basic dodge. Go ahead and drop out an energy drone from this position. Sure. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm not generating enough shield now. It's all about momentum. Momentum is a big play, but... Alright, I can lunge into him. He dodges left, though, which is a little bit suboptimal, I think. Yeah, he dodges left. I can go left again, take 1. I think we get out of this combat. Right, we freeze dry and then we explosive slug and we free ourselves. Okay, we carry over 3 shield. Whew, tough combat actually. I'm gonna skip these cards, I don't need them. I think we're okay. I'm looking for real block cards that are not going to instantly cause me hull damage. Yeah, I think maybe removing basic shield was a wrong call. Maybe. Let's see, boost capacitors. I could make this generate more shield for me, or I could turn... what? Shield surge into shield surge 2? That might be the play. I'm looking for shield defense, so I'm going to take shield surge A here. We go 2 shield on that. Okay. And then we fight the boss, and we're way too eager to get excited in doing it. Alright, cool. Final boss. Let's go. Cool. So... play the cards out. I get an EMP here. I need to move out of the 5, and I need to not fire into the empties, so I think we have to go left here. The EMP's not particularly good on this turn. We'll take the boost capacitors. That's a good play. I should maybe still play the EMP to get some numbers in. Well, we figured out that's not his weak point. I actually really like fracture detection now that I'm playing it. This is like, I want to try and find his spot, right? I'm taking 4 here. Mitosis will be useful, yes. Seconds, I think. I think it's more useful than the slug here. I take 4, but I carry over the shield and we get some temp out of it. Yeah, play momentum is good. Extra battery is good. This is a weak point. It's 1 extra damage, which is good, right? I get pummeled here, don't I? Wow, I really do. I don't have the pieces to play it, huh? That's crazy. So much damage. Alright. Guess I play the explosive slug and we just eat 6 damage here. I take 3 hull damage. Remember though, I took +4, right? Because it hit my cockpit. I specifically took a tool for this, though. Remember, I have big battle repair that's +4. So that's exciting. I do get the Serenity into Heat Wave play, which I think is super important. I'm going to move... I think this is a Shield Surge angle, and I'm going to lunge. This saves me a decent chunk. Not ideal, actually. Ugh. A lot of incoming damage I'm just taking here. Keep Think into the main zone. I can lunge out, which is pretty cool. Right, concussable. If I attack this, it cancels its attack on me. So I could shoot, lunge, and it cancels most of these. Shoot, lunge, cancels that. I then heat sink, basic dodge, and we move out of the way of the missile, and I take 3. We're really looking rough here, actually. This boss is doing a number on us, and there's really only so much I can do here. I can and should EMP slug him here. This is actually a very important turn, right? We need to momentum first. I need to Shield Surge, and then I need to EMP slug this man's main engine zone. And we'll play out the trash. I gave up Converter there, which is very sad. I'm not happy about it, but it'll have to do. This is a bad turn, but I think this is the turn where I battle repair for 5, play the big play, and then we battle repair for 2. Okay, with this, it'll have to do, right? It'll have to do. Oof. I do at least carry over enough shield that we're okay. Momentum, please. Thank you. The trash is really causing me some problems here as well. I think I get a lot of value out of energy run of blocks 2 here. And then we have to Shield Surge, I suppose. I'm eating so much damage here because the missile comes in, and I take 5 and 3. Whoa. It's bad, it's bad. I have to play Converter. Oh, but I can't. I need to get rid of trash. Ugh, Converter provides no value. I'm taking 3 right now. It's tough. I'm taking 3, I can make it 2. I think I will. This is not looking good, actually. I feel pretty bad about this. I have none of movement. We're a little slow. I can cancel some intense here, but I don't have the movement that I want. I just need more. And I'm getting slowed down by trash. This guy's actually really messing me up. And I'm not really sure what to do. I think we EMP him. I don't really know what else to do here. I take 4, right? Get rid of some of this trash. I don't feel like having it. It's rough, man. It's not good. I'm not feeling very confident about this run right now. Actually, we're just dead on this turn. I run out of mobility entirely. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Hey, we lose on the final combat. That's actually pretty interesting. So I think the real thing is that my reliance on Converter here for my evade frames really killed me here. Because I wasn't able... there was a turn I could have played Converter instead of shielding up. Maybe I should have done that. I could have maybe lasted a little longer. Maybe. It's interesting. I think I need to prioritize movement a little more. I have no lateral flexibility here. Like here I can wiggle in, sure, and I can do some shots. And then what we he's dry and clear out trash and then we pass away. Yeah, we're dead there, for sure. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think it's a good learning experience. We'll take it. It's a shame to lose that episode, but all good. My first run on the channel for this, and this is not the end. Yeah, alright, time loop, buddy, we know. But we get wrecked. So, yeah. I think I should have taken... Where was it? Instead of simplicity, I think we should have taken the warp one that gives me 3 of 8 on turn 1. And I think I needed to draft another dodge card early in the game. I think that's it. I think those are the most important pieces of intel I can take away from this. I needed another early draft for dodge. Very interesting. I hadn't really considered that being necessary, but I suppose it makes some sense. I could have also upgraded my basic dodge, but I wasn't seeing it enough. Interesting. This felt really strong and then it wasn't. And I think it was because the boss added trash to my deck. That was really what slowed me down. I couldn't get around quick enough to my momentums and to my converters. I didn't have enough momentum or conversion, interestingly. Fun episode, good stuff. Good time too, happy to play it this way. So, all right, cool, we're learning. And this is Cobalt Core, right? This is the run. So I'm enjoying the heck out of this game. I'm probably gonna play it for a while. I would love nothing more than to play this on the channel for y'all. So we'll see what the episodes do, how well people enjoy it. Certainly let me know in a comment what you thought of it. I'd be interested to know. I think it's very tactical. I also think it gives me a lot to talk about and to reason through. And I also think there's obviously, very clearly, a lot for me to learn. And I'm also not even playing on the hardest difficulty yet because, well, you gotta walk before you run. I could very easily have been like, hardest difficulty, full YOLO, and then just like tossed away losses in the first 20 minutes constantly. I don't think that's as interesting. I would rather learn the game at the right pace. I don't even know what all the characters do or what all the cards do. I haven't seen all the cards. I haven't seen all the relics. This is a great opportunity to play at some middling difficulty. This is, I guess, comparable to Covenant 5 or something, so fair enough. But yeah, I will let you go there. So hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks. Ooh, that was fun. Ooh, I can't wait to do another. I'm going to record another right away.